All right, welcome everybody. I'm Ryan from TSP Paranormal Productions. It's a new name, so I keep messing that up. But I'm here with MT Paranormal. Is it McKenna?
Yeah, McKenna.
McKenna, I got that right. So
Yeah.
I'm from Oklahoma. So we're gonna
Oh,
sit down
you
with
are?
what?
You are or me?
You, aren't
Oh,
you?
okay. I thought I heard you say I am.
No, she's from
Okay.
she's from Oklahoma. I'm from Ohio. So
Okay, it cut out, so
oh my bad. I
no, you're good.
try and talk about it. I'm a quiet talker. So all right, so we're gonna try to figure out. You got a lot of dolls.
Yeah, they're actually behind me.
Yeah. How many do you have? I just want to know.
Um, I'm trying to count real quick. One, two. So 6 right now.
Okay.
I just found him out last night. I actually didn't know he was supposed to be,
So
but
we'll get it. We'll get into those in a little bit. Let me turn comments on. I told people to ask stuff. So, oh, uh, what's up, Pandora? So, you know, so I'm gonna ask why you got into paranormal. It's usually because of when you're younger, you had something. Everybody's always a little different. So,
I actually don't remember any experiences as I was younger, to be honest. I kind of got more into it when I was maybe about kind of started early or late teens, early 20s is around the time frame. And then I didn't jump into it until like 2022,
okay.
23, somewhere around there. So I haven't really been in it very long.
I mean, you're doing good. I mean, a lot of people seem to watch you. So, I mean,
Thank you.
you're going a lot of pretty cool places, a little bit here and there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try to. I try and do where I can. I mainly am pretty much able to be around like, closer to Oklahoma, like Kansas, Texas, Missouri. Those
Are
are
you pretty much a solo group right now?
I am solo, but I do have friends that I kind of group up with to go, like that have their own team and stuff. So,
That that's always nice. I like hooking up with other teams. I mean, my team right now is like 7 people,
oh wow.
but I've been kind of venturing out a little bit on my own here and there with other teams.
Yeah, I did start off in a group and I really liked it, but then I kind of went on to my own solo.
So yeah, I mean, sometimes it's better that way. I mean,
Yeah, it
that's
does make it easier, especially like ones that kind of wouldn't be able to travel, but you could.
yeah, that's what I'm running into right now is work schedule and everything.
Right.
So right now, like I've always tried to like cater to everybody, and you can't. So like I just make, hey, I'm going here. Who can go? Go. And if you can't
Yeah,
go,
that's
my bad.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like whenever I did, so in a couple weeks on the 30th, I'll be going to or brothel. And I was like, well, whoever wants to go, I'll go with whoever says it first. And who says yes first for that amount that you can have. I'm like, well, then that's the group.
Yeah. So that's been popping up a lot lately, that brothel.
Yeah, my friends just went. Pandora, she has Paranormal Wasteland, and then Beyond the Veil, Jules and Zach and Adam and Pandora, they all went, and I've been like getting some stuff that they've been doing, and
Okay.
I'm excited to go.
Yeah, she's on right now. I don't know if you can click comments on your side.
um,
I mean, it doesn't matter, but
yeah, I don't know. I
that's
don't want
okay.
to mess it up, so
No, I'll just whatever they say, I'll say. So don't worry about
okay.
it.
I've only done StreamYard once, so I don't really know my way around it yet.
Yeah, This is kind of usually must. I had a group podcast. We did a lot of our investigations, and I actually wanted to start going out and talking to other groups.
Hmm.
So I started this one, and it's separated from my group. It's just me, but I wanted to pretty much. I'm talking about myself now, but that's not
Hmm.
the point of this podcast. Is people to get to know you. Um, if they want to know me, they can go to my YouTube page, whatever.
Right.
But So what talk about do you call them dolls? Because I don't want to like,
I say haunted dolls. Yeah, I know
one of them.
everybody's different, but I say haunted dolls. So
So that's what's
until yeah,
interesting
until
to
I
me.
remember.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's a little lag, so we're going to talk on each other a little bit. So how do you, I guess, pick a doll, or is it? I'm not into
Um,
dolls, so
so everybody's different with it. I personally go by the way that I feel with the spirit attached because they're not all gonna be what the seller says.
yeah.
So like I'll say this one for example. The seller said it was a female, but it's actually a boy.
Okay. Like a young boy.
Yeah. Yeah, they said that oh, it was a 2-year-old girl. They had her name and everything, but I actually have a friend that's a medium, and she said that he's actually a boy. And I got on Estes his name, or on a spirit box, I got his name and his age, and he's 5 years old, and his name is Ethan.
All right. That's
So
the one right behind you, the
the elephant right here.
elephant. Yeah, I saw you do that video. I'm like, stuffed animal? Like you
Yeah,
don't
I
see
know. I,
that.
I was kind of skeptical of it at first. I was like, ain't no way this one is haunted. And then I had him for a while, and then he likes to turn on the cat ball, and he likes the paralight. I've done that with him, and he'll set off the paralight and the dead bell at the same time as well.
Okay.
So,
I mean, do you think these dolls are like in there when tragedy happened, or just maybe Ethan was comfortable with that and attached himself to that?
so a lot of times they go by like, how do they choose what vessel they want? Is what you're
Yeah.
asking?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like sometimes they don't have to be right there where that vessel is. I don't really know exactly how it works. I'm still learning.
Okay.
But I know a lot of times, like I have one up there, she chose that vessel because it looks exactly like her, like she did when she was alive.
Okay.
So it's either resembles what they look like, or it's something like, say he probably liked elephants or like stuffed animals when he was younger, or
Yeah.
he happened to like it, then he would choose that, or
All
they
right.
would choose that.
I had a question. I told you I was listening to you. Sorry. I'll come back to you. Pandora asks, what's your favorite doll so far?
um, I have this one. I have to get up and show you. She's really small. I just got her, but she's already my favorite. So she's my favorite. Her name is Tiffany.
Tiffany.
But we don't think that that's her real name. We think that that's the name that she wants to give us. Because
Okay.
sometimes they don't always give their real name. It'll be like, because my medium, when I was talking to her, she said that she's showing her like singers and stuff like that. So she doesn't know if she's going by like a singer name. Because she's from the 1980s.
Okay.
So she doesn't know if she's going by like maybe one of their names or if that was her name. We'll have to see.
I mean, I mean, you get a name, but like you can't really research to actually find
No,
out. I mean, there's just way
no,
too many.
I've actually tried to on a couple of them when I figured out like their names and where they're from and all that. Like I kind of only know where this one's from. I don't really know like many
Okay.
states of where the other one's from. Actually, she said that she was from New York, Times Square.
Yeah, that's way too many people.
Yeah, I know. I'm like in the 1980s. I don't. I'm like I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out, but
Yeah, I was doing an investigation one time, and it was in a small town by me at an inn, which used to be like a pickle factory. Then it was like a Sherwin-Williams store. We got
mm,
a name there, and the girl died, but we didn't have a time frame. I spent like 2 weeks researching obituaries, trying to find this name.
yeah,
And I went all the way back to early 1800s, and it was just, it's too much.
yeah. Those are a little bit harder, I guess, because they were an earlier time frame.
Yeah.
Maybe like whenever they would like put their names all that. It's kind of hard to, go back on.
A couple questions here. Uh, Jules, I don't know. What has been your favorite location that you've been so far?
Um, my favorite location would probably be. I have done quite a bit, but I think I'm going back to Garnett the most.
What makes it your favorite?
There's a lot of jump scares. I will say that. And there's a lot of jump scares. That's where I had my first experience on pretty much everything paranormal.
Okay. I mean, jump scares are scary, but they're cool experiences.
Yeah, like the doors would open on their own. We had a doll thrown at us before. And like it can get pretty intense there when the house wants to be.
We'll do one more question here. Pandora, she wonders if it could be residual energy that hangs around and attaches to comfort them, which makes sense. I mean,
The dolls or
yeah, the energy attaches to the dolls because it comforts them, like residual energy.
yeah, I have gotten two of them that were more residual than anything. So like they would have energy pop up every now and then, but like they weren't like it wasn't like an actual spirit with them.
Okay.
So,
So I'm gonna assume that you take these dolls on investigation, some of them.
so I haven't gone on an investigation since I've gotten them, but
Okay.
I am planning on it.
Okay. 'Cause I mean, like I'm guessing it's not even close to the same, but how people like choose certain crystals
Mhm.
when they go to a certain location, like this place is a little darker. I just feel like this one's gonna protect me more.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna happen to dolls? I'm not talking about protection, but maybe that you think that doll is gonna, attach more to that
Um
place.
I'm not sure, but I have gone on investigations with other people that have had dolls, and it actually kind of amped up the place.
I mean, I was thinking that today, actually driving home from work. Like, we talked about, women investigators, child investigators, the difference that you can get, like, especially when you're having a younger,
Hmm.
I'm not saying like 8 or 9, but like 14-year-old, 15-year-old,
Right.
go on an investigation, like child spirits are more comfortable with them. So having a doll that has a child spirit attached to it
Hmm.
might trigger something.
Yeah, that definitely could be possible. Like most of the ones that I would take personally, like if I had a younger spirit one, I probably wouldn't take that younger spirit just because their spirit is also vulnerable as
Yeah.
well. In my mind, I don't know if that's actually true, but like just in case if that theory is true, I wouldn't want to like compromise them.
Yeah, especially if it's a newer spirit, maybe not as strong. You don't want another spirit,
Right.
I guess, taking over that vessel. And you don't find out till you get home, and now you got some mean
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, and that's another thing about like the residual thing. If you have a doll, you want to make sure it has the actual spirit attached to it because if it's going to be a residual, other spirits will jump into that vessel
Yeah.
because it's an open vessel. So. And then cuz I had a residual one like I said, and a couple of mine were actually like jumping into the open vessel back and forth from their original to that one because they liked the outfit that the other one had.
Okay.
So it could be things like that. But yeah, I would personally rather take one of like an older spirit like, like you said, like maybe mid-teenager one or like an older like 20-year-old or whatever. I feel like those
Mhm.
ones are more comfortable going ghost hunting than the younger ones are.
Oh, definitely.
And whenever I do ask them if they want to go with me, I always explain the place. I explain the place to them. I explain the spirits that are there so that they're not, like surprised and they're like, "Oh, I wish I was home," you know? So
Yeah.
I always explain it and I'm like, "Does that sound like you wanna go?" And I'll go through each one of them, and sometimes one of them might say no. But,
Is it like, do you use like tools for that, or you just have that feeling they say no? I mean,
so
do you mentally connect with them?
I'm actually kinda sensitive to
Okay.
spirits, so sometimes I can feel energy, but most of the time I'm still new
Yeah.
to it, so I kinda like to have that validation. So
Oh,
sometimes I'll bring equipment out to, say yes or no, you know.
and that's what I liked about your videos that I've watched. It's
Mhm.
there's a lot of sensitive psychic mediums out there that say they are, and that's all they do is say it. You actually back it up. And
Yeah, I don't really like to say I am. I'm not confident in it, and I'm not
yeah,
confident saying I am because I don't want people getting the wrong idea.
yeah, but you're backing it up with cat balls, EMF,
Yes.
and that's what I like.
Yes.
And we talk about it in my group. Like if you're sensitive, like that's a good starting point.
Mhm.
Go in that place. Now let's back it up with a recorder or EMF and get that evidence because that's why we're there.
Yeah.
So no, like I was very impressed with your videos, how you back stuff up.
Thank you.
Um, the I don't know, the seatbelts and everything on the dolls was pretty very funny.
Yeah.
What's up, Corey? These might be your people. I don't know.
Yeah, they're my people.
Oh yeah, they're not
Yeah,
mine.
I told them when we were doing it. So,
Ah, that's good. I mean, more people the better. So besides the brothel, what else do you have coming up? Anything or
uh that's on the August 30th. On August 23rd, which is the Saturday before, I'm actually going to Haunted Hill House. This would be my second visit.
where's that at? That's
Mineral Wells, Texas.
Texas. That's right. There's a couple
Yeah.
like always Hillview Manor, Haunted Hill House.
Yeah,
But
there's actually two of them. There's the what is it? Haunted Hill Manor, I think.
Hillview Manor.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That one's actually Gainesville, Texas.
yeah,
I think is where it's at.
yeah. Those are supposed to be pretty haunted. So
Yeah, I've been to Haunted Hill House once. That was one of the first places that I think I remember that is what I investigated first. My sister actually got it for birthday,
oh,
but we couldn't go until September because that's I don't know. I guess that's what she chose, you know. And it was a Saturday because we have Saturdays easier.
yeah. Well, at least it's
But
more cooler in September too.
yeah, so that night we didn't really get a lot. I don't know if it was just because it was like an off night or what. And I know a lot of people say they're skeptical about it. So I'm kind of excited to go back and maybe have a different experience.
Yeah, I mean, I always try to do places 2 or 3 times if I can.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you can't go like just once.
No, I mean, I don't know if the spirits have to get comfortable with you or
Mhm.
I don't know the reason, but I try to get a couple of places. I did an investigation last night. Right down the street from me is built in 1812, old stagecoach stop, Underground Railroad. I went there a couple of weeks ago, got some stuff. Then I was solo then. Then I went
Mhm.
took my group there last night. So that's why I'm a little lagging today. I did that. Then my work decided to make me work on my day off. So I got home like 1, had to wake up at 3:50, go to work for
Oh
12 hours.
wow. It's like barely any sleep.
Yeah, work for 12 hours, came in here and we're doing this. So sorry if I'm a little laggy right
Oh,
now.
you're good. I can understand why.
Yeah, it's all good. But any like bucket list places?
Mhm.
What's one place
Um,
you really want to go to? Anywhere in the world.
so I already recently done one. So I got to knock off Queen Mary.
Oh man.
I didn't investigate, but I walked
Wow.
around and like that place is something else. I wouldn't investigate by myself there. And I was by
No.
myself. Which my brother was there, but he was on a work call. So he had to be like in the car. So I was walking around And I was like, yeah, I want to investigate here by myself because I was literally walking around there by myself, like almost like all day. So I got to knock that one off. And then I really been wanting to go to the one that really has been intriguing me would be Old Park Hotel.
Where's that at?
That's in Bolinger, Texas.
Okay. Texas has so much haunted stuff.
Yeah, yeah, they do. And I'm actually southern Oklahoma, so it's like a way less driving time to places in Texas than up north.
Yeah, I have to get down there sometime. I'm going out this month for my son's. He's in the Air Force, so but it's his graduation, so I'm not going to have time to investigate anything.
Mhm.
I'll get down there sometime and investigate some stuff.
There's a lot of places, and they're all kind of like at least an hour to 2 hours apart, maybe even 3 hours apart. The only thing that kind of sucks is like sometimes might have to go through Dallas, which is like the worst.
Yeah.
But
Good. I don't know, Corey, Jules. Where else is on any bucket list for you? I keep switching mine up, so I mean,
oh, okay.
I would love to go to the UK sometime and
Yeah,
investigate.
I think they have a lot of interesting places up there. I need to look more at what all is up there and stuff, but I follow a few people that are
Yeah,
UK.
yeah. I actually have a group coming on next month from the UK. That'll be my first UK group. So
Oh,
I'm
that'll be
excited.
really cool.
Oh, the Winchester Mystery House. Oh, Corey, bucket list place to go. Joel said Winchester. That'd be a cool
Okay,
place to go
yeah,
to.
I was gonna go there, but it was like I think it was like a 2 hour drive
Yeah.
from because I was staying in LA.
Oh,
So I was like, I think that would be too long of a drive.
yeah. We talked about doing was the Wushu Club out in Nevada, and I'm like, I gotta fly out there and all that. I don't.
Yeah,
It's kind
that
of
was actually whenever I went out to LA, that was actually my first ever like solo trip by myself on the plane as a trip in general, just all of it like was my first solo trip. But I only went out there to see my brother and to see the Queen Mary because he was like 45-minute drive from where
yeah,
he was at. So I was like, might as well.
yeah. I'm supposed to go out to Monterey, California. I think September
Hmm.
to visit one my old Navy friend, and or I wasn't a Navy friend. That's in the Navy, and it's only like a 2 hour drive to Alcatraz. So I just want to go see that.
Right. Was that was that cool?
I haven't gone yet. It's
Oh,
supposed to
you
be next
haven't
month.
yet? Oh,
No.
okay.
Joel says Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. That place is cool. I would, if we ever get a chance, go there. I've been there twice. That's probably one of my favorite places to investigate. And it's one of the few places that you can just buy a ticket
Hmm.
and they don't overcrowd it. Um,
Yeah, like I like smaller groups.
yeah. Trans Allegheny does 40 people total, 10 people per
Oh
floor.
wow.
And it's 9 acres of flooring. So
Yeah.
you're pretty spread out. It's a great place to go. Like I've been to Mansfield, and they jam it way too many people in there. And I've heard about these popular places like Waverly.
Hmm.
They all do the same thing, just jam a whole bunch of people in there. But
Yeah, I actually I kind of lied earlier. My favorite place would actually be MSP, Missouri State Pen.
I've heard of that. I heard it.
Actually, that's actually my favorite. I would go there time and time again. You get many different experiences.
About the right one. I forgot about that one, but
Yeah, I did too. That's why I was like, wait, hang on. I was like, I have to fix that and say that that would be my favorite. That
yeah,
was I went through before I went to Haunted Hill House, but I just did a tour and I experienced so much just on tour.
that's cool.
So
Oh man, Jules and Pandora.
Pandora.
Told you I didn't sleep much. Sorry, trying to plan a trip to Tala now. Um, yeah, I always want to do a Brushy Mountain out down in Tennessee prison.
Mhm.
It's getting a little more popular. It's pretty dark down there.
Yeah, I went over there a couple of years ago, but I didn't do anything paranormal. But I kind of wish I did. But it was more like a family trip. But I would definitely go back and do more paranormal stuff over there.
I mean, that's the thing about being paranormal investigator: time and money.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know it sucks so much when you're on a trip and you're like, I wish I could go to this
yeah,
place, but you can't.
yeah. Because we try to do a big trip every year with the group, and we did a big one this year in June. We hit 6 places in 5 nights
Mhm.
straight, and now it's like we're trying to plan next year.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go out to Iowa. You know, it's a 10-hour drive, but if we can hit 3 or 4 places, it'd be worth it. Texas,
Yeah.
Texas, but I think we're gonna stay in Pennsylvania. There's some cool places there, like Penhurst and Waverly.
Yeah. I would go to those two places if
Yeah,
I went over there.
and we run them out ourselves. So just be the group, be pretty cool. I always have questions for you. Then we start talking.
It
I don't skip.
happened.
Uh, man, I forgot what I was going to say here. Well, let's talk about. Have you heard about the murder dolls?
I don't think so.
So I guess there's a site. I haven't looked it up. That they're selling. They're called murder dolls, and they're
Hmm.
dolls that witnessed a murder.
No, I have not heard of that.
Yeah, yeah. It's starting to gain a little traction, I guess. Um, I guess Madison Seminary bought one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this little doll that was actually in the room when the murder was committed, and people are buying them
Hmm.
and then selling them as murder dolls.
See, like those ones, I kind of feel like would be more residual.
Yeah,
It's kind of what it sounds like it might be.
kind of just seems like a prop to me, though.
Yeah,
Like,
or like yeah, or something like that. Because like I feel like when that happens, it's gonna be more residual because it's a traumatic event, and that's gonna stick with it, you know.
yeah.
So I mean I could be wrong, but
All right. So, what is your favorite piece of equipment and why?
dead bell.
That bell. We just bought one the
Yeah,
other day.
I really like it. Well, one they like the spirits seem to like it, and I like how like every time it goes off, like you just kind of like jump a little. Because it's I like it like a lot of people say like you know like the basic ones like the REM pod and stuff, but personally like I like the REM pod, but it's kind of annoying
Yeah,
whenever it goes off, and then a lot of the time like you can't always use it because then they want to grab energy from it, and it's just continuously going off and draining it. But like the dead bell, it's kind of hard to do that. It's kind of hard to sit there and like you know hold on to it or keep dinging it and like drain
mhm.
the battery.
Yeah. We've been using the EMF tripwire a lot lately.
I have that one too. I like that one a lot too.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, my favorite piece of equipment's my $30 recorder. I
I
mean,
mine was probably like a $40 one from Amazon.
yeah, that's why I bought
Uh,
mine off Amazon like 10 years ago.
yeah.
So, I mean, that's probably my favorite piece. I'm actually the last few investigations. It's pretty much all I have. I just take that and go walk around and ask
Mhm.
questions. So I'm going back a little more back to where I started because we've been buying so much equipment,
Mhm.
like expensive equipment, and I'm just using a $30 recorder. Like
Yeah.
I should just
I,
cut that.
yeah, I know. There's like sometimes like when I'm like, do I really need all of it or do I just need the basic, you
I
know?
mean, it's cool to catch on camera though, some evidence.
Yeah. But like the tripwire, you gotta be careful when it's stormy because it'll trip up whenever it's like lightning. Same with the REM pod, you know.
Yeah, the one thing we found with the tripwire is second floors and attics. You lay it down on the ground because they run the
Mhm.
wires in between the floors, so that'll make it go off too.
Yeah, it like that's one thing about like yeah, EMF will work that way, but you also gotta watch out for like other like electrical stuff as well.
Static, yeah.
I do
Uh,
have a
I mean, they're just asking a whole bunch of questions here.
I do have a video on my TikTok. It's under MT Paranormal. I think it's one MT Paranormal one is what it's on there or something
Okay.
like that. I do have a video on there when it stormed here a couple months ago. My friend Pandora gave me the idea um, to turn on my REM pod while it was storming. Thing went off crazy.
Just because it's
It did,
static.
yeah, it did not know like what to even do.
Which is weird because REM pods, I mean, it's EMF, but it creates a field. You got to break
Hmm.
that field. I mean, a lot of people like think it's like a regular EMF detector. It's not though. It's you have to actually break that
Yeah,
EMF field compared to a regular EMF detector. Just detects EMF. All right, what do we got here? Pandora, she wants a boo buddy. I'm like, you don't need one.
I don't
You
like
got
Boo
MT,
Buddy.
but you got MT Paranormal has a whole bunch of boo buddies behind her.
Yeah, but the real Boo Buddy, I don't like.
No, that there's expensive, and I don't think it's worth it personally.
Yeah, I have the white one, the little small one, and like I've only seen that thing go off once.
Okay,
So
um,
and like all it does is saying that it's supposed to be like poltergeist activity, I think is what it says on there if it does touch it. But like it only flashes colors on the small one. And
okay,
it's like $80 for it to be flashing colors. I don't
um,
mean to diss it. Like there might be some like children spirit that might like it, you know. I'm still
yeah,
testing it out with mine and but like so far, like I said, I only seen it go off once. Like and I've had it for since I've started in 23. So I don't know. It's 50-50. The one that's the brown one, the bigger one, it might be more worth it, but because
we
it
got
does
what
more.
temperature and EMF and everything, right?
Yeah, because that one talks too whenever you like touch it. And, like if it touches his belly, it goes, "Oh, that tickled."
Yeah. I mean, to
But
be honest, if that thing's sitting next to me and it goes, that tickled, I'd probably knock it out.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. I would maybe like instead of that, I also think it's really interesting instead of like those kind of things. You know, like those toys, those musical toys, like if you touch it or whatever, like they
Yeah.
go off. I think I would rather take one of those.
Yeah. Sometimes
But
simple's better.
yeah, and it's
Uh,
cheaper.
Ovulus or Polterscript. I have a Polterscript. It's pretty expensive and I really don't use it.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Like I was gonna think about getting the Ovilus, and I've seen it being used and stuff, and it's really cool. But like with all the other stuff, you probably already have like
Something
it's
like that.
yeah. There's just other stuff that I use more.
Yeah. Ovulus, I mean, I think Ovulus is pretty cool. I don't have one. I've used one with other groups, but
Mhm.
again, you're spending a lot of money for something you might not bring out. But that Ovulus is
Yeah,
kind of something you just carry around.
yeah, but you gotta watch too, because sometimes on Ghost Up they will have sales like on holidays too.
Okay. Oh, what else? Uh, Jules made a good point. Walkie talkies will make the REM pod go off
Yeah,
too.
yeah, especially when like some places don't have good signal. Like for instance, MSP, their signal
Yeah.
sucks, especially when you go down into like the dungeons and all that kind of stuff. Like you never know. Like my phone service did not work down there.
Um, and Pedro makes a good point. Like cell phones, like the apps are good. You gotta be careful with those.
Yeah,
But she's like, she always keeps her on airplane mode, which is smart. Too many people leave it on, and it's
yeah. I
kind
feel
of
like you don't realize or forget.
yeah. And with AI now, it's hard to trust anything
Yeah,
connected.
because I have one of my family members, they're going on an investigation and they said, "Oh, what good phone apps do you use?" And I was like, "I personally don't like them. I'm 50-50, but I did show her the ones that I did have because I was like, who knows, you might get accurate stuff. There is a possibility you might, but you
Yeah,
got to think of your surrounding, where you're at, and what it's saying on it as well."
there's one app that a lot of people are using right now. I don't know what it's called. I don't use anything on the phone, so
Yeah, the ones that I have Spirit Talker, the Necrophonic, and then Ghost Tube Seer, and then Necrometer.
yeah, I think Spirit Talker is what a lot of people are using right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's very easy just to pick up and use, but like you said, you kind of have to have that mindset of, what is actually the truth of what it's saying.
So this is not going to be really a question for you because Pandora's like a lot of people buy equipment that they really don't know how it works and they just use it like the REM pod.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you do stuff in your house because with your dolls and stuff. So you test your equipment at your
I
house.
used to not be able to actually. What I would do, in that perspective is actually before you go on an investigation, buy it. Because you don't want to do it a month before, past that time of being able to return it if they do take returns,
Yeah.
and then, use it there and it not work. Because I've done that before and I've gotten something that has not worked and they would not take it back.
Well, I know a lot of people that will not test equipment out in their house either because they don't want to know.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, even some people are 50-50 about like graveyards, but if you know that yours is haunted near your hometown or in your hometown, like that might be a good place that you could maybe go to and see if it goes off.
Check it out. Dun, dun, dun. Like Erica says, use it as a conversation starter, which like I said before, sensitives and empaths. That's what you feel something,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like using just a one piece of equipment, and I'll break out something else to confirm that. So that's good. So they're just asking a lot of questions. It's cool. Keep it up. So talk about Matt Rife. That's a big topic
Oh
right now.
gosh.
What are your thoughts on it? I have thoughts on it. I don't agree with everybody. So
Yeah, so I'm 50-50 on it. I think that I'm hoping he'll be very good with it, but also like I also saw that they're more property owners, not artifact owners, object owners of the haunted stuff, so at least there's that.
they have it for 5 years.
Yeah.
So
I guess it would be a good trial run to kind of see how they do it. At least it's not like permanent. I think they probably could deserve a trial run to see how they do.
yeah,
But
I mean, we were actually talking about this last night before the news came out that he was looking at to buy something like the Conjuring House or whatever.
yeah, I remember when he was gonna do that.
Yeah, but he's he's been pretty big in the paranormal, interested in it for a
Yeah,
long
that's
time.
what that's what one of my friends told me is that I was like, I guess I don't really watch him that much.
Yeah,
And I was like, has he ever been on an investigation? I guess he has been on quite a few.
yeah. I mean, he went with Ghost Adventures. I really wouldn't count
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't count that, but
Yeah,
more like the clown show there. But no,
I
I
know.
mean, a lot of people on Facebook are complaining about it, like he doesn't deserve it. But we got to be honest with ourselves. Like, I'm not buying a haunted place. I can't afford to buy a haunted place.
Yeah.
So these people that are buying these haunted places, they have money for.
Yeah, I feel like if they're gonna treat it well, use it right, like they say that he's gonna end up doing, like opening up investigations. I feel like
Yeah.
if they're gonna do it right and respectfully, then they deserve that chance.
I have a good feeling that he's going to.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why, like the only way that I would say that like someone doesn't deserve the chance is if you know that they're actually gonna be disrespectful to it and make fun of it.
Yes.
I
I
feel
mean,
like it's a very serious thing to do that.
just like when we do investigations, you got to respect the spirits, and it's same
Mm-hmm.
thing. You got to respect the places. Like I have we have the Ross House in Ohio. I have the owner coming on, I think this month, and then the owners of old hospital on College Hill.
Hmm.
So that's one reason I created this podcast too, is to talk to the owners of these buildings,
Get their perspective of being
get their
an
perspective.
owner.
Why do they buy them? I mean, we have Adam up here who has Madison Seminary, Fairfield County,
Hmm.
and helps run Indiana State Sanitarium. That's what's called. But like the money he makes, and all these people, the money they make, they put back into the building
Yeah,
itself. Because if they didn't do that, these buildings would be torn down, and
right,
we won't
exactly.
we wouldn't be investigating. Trans Allegheny is another place.
Hmm.
The married couple that bought that, they put majority of that money back into that place.
Yeah, I even like sometimes like even with places like I've done it before. I like to put in a little bit extra. Like if they say, "Oh, you're like a little bit over," I'm like, "That's for like a donation."
Yeah, I always try to leave extra.
Yeah.
Post Town Elementary School, they had a tornado hit the back of it, and the roof is bad, and insurance won't cover it. So, you know, give them a little extra.
Right.
Hopefully, you can buy some extra shingles or something. You know, every little bit helps. So,
Exactly.
but I mean, just these people that buy these places are, they're amazing to me. Like they're just restoring them and keeping them alive for people like
Mhm.
us to investigate. I mean,
Yeah. I
if they
mean,
did, if they
I
didn't, we'd
actually
just be in our backyard investigating.
yeah, I actually I have it in my mind that like going it like once I get more like experience, like I mean, I feel like you could even be in there like a few years and still not be as experienced enough to be able to. But I eventually want to do like be an owner of a haunted house and like let people investigate.
I've looked at them. Yeah, my wife would never allow that. So
Yeah, some of them like they do take a lot of work. Like I would only want to do it like in Oklahoma because I feel like a lot of people don't do it enough in Oklahoma. And it's like I feel like that's one of the very few states that like it has hardly anything.
yeah, I wonder why though. I mean, you got
Um,
Texas. I mean, they
yeah,
say
I know with my hometown, like there's some people here that don't like it and don't agree with it. Like we were trying to like one of my friends is trying to do like a witches weekend. And, like, they were trying to, like, tell her no, she couldn't do it when she first got here. And, like, I guess a lot of people are more, like, more Christian, like, we have more churches and stuff like that here.
that's what considered a Bible Belt, right?
Y- I think.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you get into religion, it's 50-50.
Yeah, and, like, I was gonna do one place here, and, I knew the owner personally. And she said that she didn't want to because it was still an open business. She's like, "Oh, there's children here and all that kind of stuff." But I'm like, but you gotta think about it too. A lot of people are into it now. They're getting more into it. They're
Yeah,
becoming less afraid of it. It would there's places here that it would be good business for, is my personal opinion.
yeah. But it's hard. You still have your old timers out there
Yeah. And
that
that's what a lot of it is around here. Like there's other towns, like for my work, I went to a town that's maybe like 45 minutes away and I went for a meeting and like I had an experience there. But I couldn't go and talk about it to any of the other people that are there.
yeah. I
So
mean,
I had
they
to just
know.
walk out like nothing happened.
I mean, they know. They just don't want to know.
Yeah, and you can tell because like sometimes I like to ask a question and I can tell by their face and I got my answer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I work with a lot of people, and they'll ask me, "Oh, like, oh, you do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, for like 15
mhm.
years." Like, I don't really like everybody knows I do it now.
Yeah.
There's a few people that I work with are in my group, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, go check his podcast out and stuff because he does investigations." And people are like, "Really?" Then they'll get into it a little bit and watch. I'm
Yeah.
like, "It's not like TV. Like, it's
No,
not."
it's not. I had someone message me today and they said, "Oh, I really like watching it." But I tell everybody that says, "Can I go with you?" I'm telling them, I'm like, it is different actually doing it in person and going, especially as a new person,
Yeah,
like
that's
going into it.
yeah. We
I'm
do.
like, I'll. I'm like, I'll take you. I'm like, you're the one that is giving me permission to take you, and I'll
Yeah.
do it. But I mean, like, I can't. I mean, I don't know what will happen. I mean, it might be really good. It might be
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. We have Madison Seminary right down the street, and my group was pretty much built off giving the people the opportunity
Hmm.
that want to do this but don't know how to go about it. Like, because we have the equipment.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 20 years. So, I mean, that's kind of when we go to Madison, we take a lot of first timers, and
Yeah.
it's kind of cool, but like they don't, again, it's, you can get nothing all night or you can get something.
Yeah. We actually, with my old team, we actually did a hospital here. It's called the Lindley Hospital, and I was actually one of the group leaders. So I got
Mhm.
to take like new people around, that would do like the tour and stuff.
Yeah.
And I loved it so much. I was like, I love taking new people. I love seeing their faces when they experience it.
Yeah. We had the one that we did farther out, I was talking about the lady spirit there. The owners wanted to stay and watch us, and they'd never seen anything like it. And they actually jumped in. I let her do assist method. She
Hmm.
just wanted to see, and the dowsing rods and all that. So she had a pretty good experience, and she
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. She's like, it's not scary. Like, I mean, it can be, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Like,
you have a nice spirit here, so it's not scary.
yeah, that was actually one of the first like places that I say, okay, so I'm forgetful, so sometimes once I get into something, I'll kind of remember back on something that happened instead
That's
of
fine.
that one. So I might do that quite a bit. But like the Lindley Hospital, that was actually my first everything besides the door opening was there. I had a spirit run at me. Very interesting feeling. And then that was the first time I ever heard like a real growl. And nobody was in that other room, and we had new people there that we were doing the tours and stuff with. And then there was like that place, like, for being like abandoned for so long, like that place had a lot of activity, and
Really.
that was like such a perfect place to take like new people that were local. And I wish it could have been opened back up, but I think they're actually planning on I don't know if they're going to tear it down or what, but it's really bad now. It's like so run down.
That's what stinks about these places. You leave them
Hmm.
for 5, 10 years, they're just done.
Well, that one was left like a really long time. Like I couldn't go back and remember myself.
Yeah.
And but it was like a year or two ago that we did that, and like I said, it's been a year or two, and it's already having like grass growing over the top of it, and like stuff just like vines on the outside of it from the trees and all that, and it's crazy.
What's up, Katrina?
That's my sister.
Oh, okay. She says hello.
Hi.
No, it's like, yeah, it's sad some of these places that are going downhill, but
Yeah, there could have been a lot of like great things with that place, but
and there's a lot of there's some bed and breakfasts out here and other buildings that they're gonna they're like not into the paranormal as much. The owners aren't, but they kind
yeah.
of they kind of realize that it is a good income to restore the place.
So then they do it every now and then, or
Yeah, they'll do it every now and then, and sometimes they're like, "Hey, we're making money," so
yeah,
and it's a easy way when they're charging 400 or 500 bucks a night,
yeah, exactly.
and they're like, "Well, we can just keep doing this and restore the place the way it's supposed to be." So,
That's cool. They're
trans
using it for the place and
yeah,
keeping it up.
like Trans Allegheny is cool. Like the way they're redoing it is like the middle part was like you walk up the main steps. It's like doctors' bedrooms,
Hmm.
nursing bedrooms. They're redoing that to look like it was. I mean, it's pretty immaculate. Like it's beautiful, like from back in the day. But
Hmm.
like the rooms itself, there's hallways that go off to the side. Those are still like paint peeling off the wall and
Oh,
off the ceiling. I kind of hope they leave it like that.
yeah, give it a natural feel.
Yeah, get the actual feel that it's abandoned. I think they are. Katrina said, person who owns that, I'm guessing what you were talking about,
Yeah.
lives out of state and buys property believing she can invest, but it just sits there still.
Yeah, that was to the about the hospital when I was
Yeah.
explaining it. Like, I hate to see it, like, just not being rebuilt back up.
No, probably what's going to happen is they're going to tear it down and build something else there.
Yeah, because they actually did an auction over it, and I guess she got it because they were going to tear it down. They're either going to have someone try and auction out for it, or they were going to tear it down.
Yeah. Adam from up here, I don't know what place he was trying to buy, but I heard him from one of his lives that he was trying to buy this one place, and I mean he was offering him like a little money for it,
Mhm.
but he wanted to save it, and they said no, and then they tore it down.
Probably
So
wanted more than what he was trying to offer instead of
I
letting him do it.
yeah, he's like they pretty much put a parking lot there. Yeah, it stinks, but
Yeah.
best place she has been with MT and Pandora is Missouri State Penitentiary. There you go. Yeah, we talked about that earlier
Yeah, I actually went with Pandora. It was like last September.
last September.
Yeah. And that was my second time going.
I'm gonna actually look up how far that is away from me.
Yeah. For me, it's about an 8-hour drive. Maybe, let me see.
Probably gonna be a little longer for me here.
Yeah, it's Jefferson City.
My location here. Yeah. It's a 10.5 hour drive for me.
Yeah.
Ooh, never know. I
I
don't mind.
personally I personally think it would be worth it. For me, it says right here 7 hours and 11 minutes. So about maybe 8 depending on traffic you hit.
I mean, I don't mind doing that stuff. Like you hit something on the way out there, make it
Yeah.
a whole day trip. But we'll see sometime. So what else we
Yeah.
got going on here? So, do you plan on just staying solo, or are you gonna go with the group, or just? I mean, I like what you're doing. Just going with
Yeah,
other
I
groups.
personally like to I mean, I don't think that I would ever personally go in a group. Like, I like going it with groups, but
Yeah,
I don't know, like I said, I've tried it before. Groups just isn't for me. Cause I like to go and I like to go when I can, and I know that I'll be always able to go.
yeah.
But I feel bad if they can't go.
That's what I was getting into a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I feel bad if someone else can't go. Like, I know they say like, "Oh, it's fine, you can go." But then you start to feel it solo and going out more, and it's just like you're going more into that, and it's just a whole different experience solo, meeting new people, than just sticking with your own group and being in that one all the time.
I mean, I enjoy it. Like what got me to it is my brother's never done this. He lives in Indianapolis, so I
Mhm.
rented Bill Manor out. And it's kind of split our houses. It's like 2 hour drive for me, 2.5
Yeah,
for him. And he's older than me, but he's never done it, but he's always interested in it. So I'm like, why don't we just go do investigation? It's me and you.
yeah,
And he thought it was going to be like the TV shows. So, I mean, there wasn't much going on,
yeah,
but for me, there wasn't much going on. For him, it was a decent amount, like the cat balls and the REM pod.
yeah. Like not seeing the normal stuff that we do
Yeah.
whenever we go.
And then, a lot of stuff on a spirit box, which was pretty cool. But then I did S's method in a bedroom, and he was filming me on Facebook Live. And it's hard to explain, but I had an EMF trip rope behind me on the bed.
Hmm.
I was in a chair. Then the cat ball was in the room across from me. We put the REM pod by the stairs. But he asked if someone was behind me because it felt like I said
Hmm.
behind or something through the Estes, and the light just lit up like someone was laying
Yeah.
there. And he was like, "Oh," so he like turned because he got scared, and the cat
Yeah.
ball. Then in the other room, the cat ball started going off.
So is it behind him?
Yeah, so then he
Okay.
saw that, then he was like, I'm out of here. Then the REM pod started going off. Like he was 20 feet away from the REM pod and that thing started going off. He's like, I'm stuck. I have nowhere to go.
Yeah,
But
that's one thing about like if you are just like two people and you're doing S's method, it's like you're not gonna automatically think like and get it like some people automatically think get him out like we gotta go, but some people they might just go themselves
well,
and
he
leave you
said,
and leave you in there like
yeah.
I
But
mean
he said he felt alone even though I was right there.
yeah it does feel like you are
Yeah.
alone.
So I mean, it was good experience. I was at the end of it, and we talked after about everything that was happening. He's like, I thought that's the way the whole night was going to be. He's like, I'm so glad it wasn't because it was very emotionally draining.
Yeah,
It was funny. Yeah. I mean, to me, it was funny, but to him, he laughs at
yeah,
it now, but nothing bad happened. I'm like, nothing bad's going to happen. It's just, they're just talking to you. Just,
yeah,
say, what's up? But again, like going solo and meeting up with other people, that's what
yeah.
it's about. I mean,
And I don't know that I would ever go to like a place like especially bigger place solo because like you said it is so energy draining.
yeah.
It's it's a little easier with like even a few other people.
See, I don't know, lately I've been more wanting to do that. I don't know why. It's just I don't know if it's my personality or
Mhm.
whatever. Like I don't jump at anything anymore. Like I've seen shadows run across my face and I'm like, what's up? Like it doesn't bother
Yeah.
me. I've been poked, everything and just like stop it, you know.
Yeah.
I would love to do like a big place solo just to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to test my limits, I think that's what it is.
I think
I'm not
depending on the place, I mean, if I ever did think about it, it would probably be a place that I've been to like multiple times before just to start out, you know.
yeah,
I don't think that I would fully go into a new place not knowing anything and being alone. Especially since everything is such a far drive for me.
yeah.
And that would make it kind of hard because
I
then like if I had to have someone else come get me out of it, then
yeah,
that's gonna be a drive for them, you know.
do you watch Project Fear at all?
Uh Sometimes I have a hard time because it gives me anxiety a little bit.
Yeah, so
But
uh,
sometimes I do whenever I'm able to.
yeah, so they did solos the last 4 episodes,
Mhm.
and but they had, like, Tanner went in, and they went to, like, I don't know what the places were, like, Penhurst, like,
Mhm.
solo, and then, like, Dakota was in a car outside. So they had someone there, but they were in the building by themselves. And I think
Yeah.
if you're gonna do like a place like that, you need at least secure at least no one's driving up.
Yeah, that's kind of what like I would be afraid of being alone, especially being a female.
Yeah. Some of these
'Cause
places that have haunted locations aren't the best locations.
no, they really aren't, and like sometimes like it sounds like people could be breaking in, but you don't know if it's someone trying to break in or if it's the spirit. So it's like you don't know if you should go down there or not, or
Yeah,
to the door or whatever, or even some might still have security alarms. Like the spirits are still gonna make it go off, and you never know which one it's gonna be that you're gonna run into.
yeah, I mean,
So
yeah, I think having someone on site would be the
yeah,
best. Because if you do
yeah,
hear like a window crashing, you'd be like, "Hey, dude, come check this out with me."
yeah. I think if anything, it would be better to have something like that. Like you don't have to have them in there with you or whatever, but it would be nice to have someone kind of help you like guard around it a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, just for comfort for you.
Yeah.
But I'm a basement man for some reason. I love basements, dark, dingy
I always
basement.
say it's always the basement, attic, or bathroom.
Yeah, that's funny you say bathroom because last night that's where I got the most feeling. It was in a
Yeah,
bathroom. It was
that's
a
where I
huge,
notice the most.
huge bathroom, and I felt something odd. I walked into the bedroom, then I'm like, feels bad back here, and I walked back
Yeah,
there. I'm like, so I sat down. I did a recording. I'll see what I got. I'm like 4 places behind or something like that
yeah,
doing the evidence research, but no, I mean, if you can give me I would love to go to like Penhurst or Missouri and just
Mhm.
do a solo down in the basement.
I know, like, at Missouri State Pen, they have, like, a dungeon, and then there's 3D, which is where I
That
can't
would,
remember, like, there's, like, a downstairs,
yeah.
and that's, like, I think it's where they kept, like, all the ones that were in, like, what is
Oh,
it called? Like, s solitaire t
also
or
it's solitary death row or something like that.
yeah, yeah, and that's where they kept them, and that's where I felt the most over in there, and I've been saying that next time we go, even if it's just for, like, 5 minutes, I wanna go down there by myself.
I mean, yeah, push your limits. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just a little bit. And we talked about this with paranormal girls. Like, it's okay. Like, if you feel really bad, you look in a room and you're like, I don't want to go in there.
Yeah,
Like,
you already know when you start going down like, going in
yeah,
there, if you can do it or not.
yeah, and like maybe just take one step in and
Yeah.
see if it calms down. If it doesn't, get out. No big deal. But
Yeah,
at least you tried.
exactly.
I mean, I always tell my group like we pay all this money, don't run. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
get in there. But no, I would love to do. I like pushing myself to do that type of stuff. I'm not
Yeah,
saying I'm
that's
like a,
kinda what I'm getting into more
yeah,
doing.
I'm not saying I'm like a badass or anything, or these people like I'm not scared of everything, anything.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's some thresholds I cross, and I do not want to go in.
I was gonna
No,
say, yeah, there you never know what you're gonna go into, so
no. And I'm like, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to go in this room, and I do without flashlights. I don't know why I hate flashlights. So, and I'll just,
I have trouble seeing, so, like, I'll go in there, but that's I only use flashlights when I walk around,
yeah,
just because I am clumsy. I don't wanna, like I'll
triple.
step and I'll be wanting to fall because like, my eyes, like, they don't always adjust very I have astigmatism, so they don't always adjust very well into the dark when I move around. So, I'll use it when I walk around, but,
Yeah,
like, if I'm just sitting there, like, I've gotten to where I don't ever use a flashlight hardly anymore. Like I used to, but now I'm getting to the point like where you say you're wanting to do more, get just like do what you weren't before, and I've kind of gotten comfortable not using one unless I'm walking.
yeah. Come investigate with you. All my all my teammates have flashlights. Um, no, it's like I've been trying to do like when I hit sit solo, even though it's dark in there, I'll put a blindfold on
Mhm.
just to be more, senses, the other senses kick in.
Yeah.
Um, but it's pretty cool. I think Katrina's still on. We didn't ask her a bucket list question. I don't even know how you tell who's on or not. Uh, Katrina, who's still on? That just says me.
Oh.
I'm on. I don't know. I'm right here. So whatever. All right. She must got off.
Um
Okay.
Sometimes my 8-year-old niece might be on it too.
Okay.
So if you get weird like questions, it might be my niece on there too.
Fine. I mean, no one's on here, but I'll say like this will stay on Facebook.
Yeah, because most of my lives I'm always out investigating, so I'll be with other people.
Okay.
So I don't really know how to answer that besides that.
But this podcast will stay on Facebook. I'll put on my YouTube channel. I make a whole bunch of shorts too, so you'll see those popping up everywhere.
Yeah, I like shorts.
And I just put in a program, they make them for me, and I'll just pick the best ones, I think. And
Mhm.
then my audio will go to like 15 different places too. So we'll
Oh,
get your name out there if you want it out there. Well, it's going to
thank
go
you.
out there. So
Yeah, thank you. Oh, and I finally hit 1K too.
I told you you will.
Yeah,
I mean,
I wasn't that far from it, so.
no, you did good. I mean, that's the one thing right now. People are just asking for followers all the time. I mean, it's cool. But,
Mhm.
and I talked to paranormal girls about this too. I hate repeating myself on all my podcasts, but just
You're good.
do lives. You're gonna get a lot more followers.
Yeah, yeah. I started doing more lives, and like I have one friend, he's out of Kansas, and he always does lives, and I was talking about him with him earlier today. His name is Josh Anaya, He's like, oh, well, I noticed more people getting on my lives at like 11 o'clock at night,
Yeah,
rather than him going earlier in the evening.
but they're gonna watch them still too. I mean, even if
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
not,
there are people that do, but like when I was on his lives a few times when I'm able to, when I'm able to stay awake and be able to be on one. Like, there's comments like if he doesn't have like a mod, they get lost. Like it'll get lost in like 0.5 seconds.
that's not good. Project
No,
LM, what's up?
yeah, cause like there's one time that I made a comment on there and I don't think he even seen it, and like the mod actually scrolled up and put my question on there, and that was like the only way that, cause he doesn't really always look at the camera when he's doing it.
Yeah,
But um, yeah, it's crazy how many like people are on lives.
yeah. I mean, if you keep doing them, they'll keep pushing them out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's you just got to keep. I don't do. It's odd. I hate being on camera. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like,
Yeah, that was like whenever you asked me to do the podcast, I was like, I don't know. I'm like,
but
I don't want to
everybody
speak
says
on
that.
camera. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, but I want to do it. So,
It's not bad. I mean, it's just talking. So,
yeah.
but yeah,
Um,
try to do more lives. It's I enjoy your clips. I mean,
Thank you.
they're good to
I'm
watch.
gonna I'm gonna try and do more. I can't do any lives at Haunted Hill House. Obviously, they have a rule, and you can't make full videos or anything because you have to pay to be able to do it with the
I
city.
I saw that. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's the only like downside of going to Haunted Hill House, because I'm like, you if you get so much good stuff, how are you able to share it? You know, like she said that you could do like shorts or something like that, or like you can do like 10-minute videos and like just have like a bunch of like different 10-minute videos and you could post them, you know. But like even if they were like ones that were like longer than 10 minutes, or like if you were to be able to pay that amount to do like a YouTube and post it, like they still have to watch it before you post it, and they can deny if they want it posted.
It's such a scam. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of understand because there's some fake people out there
Yeah, and
trying to
I
make their names, and you don't want that
yeah,
associated with your place.
yeah, and I kind of always kind of wondered like if that's kind of what it was, is because so many people do say that Haunted Hill House is fake.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like, you know, they want to make sure like, oh, like they got the right stuff. They got the right script that they need to have on there about what was being told, you know.
I
And then
mean,
you're
uh, so Project LMN's on, LNM is on right now. Like I said, I'm a little sleep deprived. That's what I'm
yeah,
dealing with.
that's Leah and Mike.
Leanne and Mike, I think they're coming on next month or this month. I don't have my
Mhm,
schedule.
they're out of Kansas. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, what? I mean, I'll ask you now. We're talking about bucket list
Mhm.
places. So if you want to type a comment in there where you guys want to go.
So I had a question to ask you.
Yep.
Does the camera move and focus on what, like move with it?
Your camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, it moved a little bit. Not
Okay, because
now.
I keep getting distracted by it, and it's like it keeps like going over here and or like over here, and I'm like, what are you trying to like focus on? Because it keeps going like in and out, like right around here. So I'm like, so if I keep looking off, I'm like distracted by it.
Waverly Place. I want to go there.
Yeah, I think if I had the chance, I would go there.
Yeah, if I gotta get down there one time. It's not that far from me. One day. I always like it's funny because I'm like, I want to go to this place, and we end up doing another place,
Hmm.
and that one place like
Yeah,
Waverly, because you have to buy tickets. I'm not going to rent out Waverly. Like I'm not that. I don't have that much money.
yeah.
So I mean, you have to buy tickets, and I'm like, well, this place I can rent out myself, so I'm just going to go here instead.
Yeah, I think that I like that's the only thing. I think I'd rather a place I can rent out myself and
Yeah.
have the people that I kind of want there, rather than, I mean, it's not always bad having other people, but like you never know who you're gonna get.
Yeah. That's what I say. If you guys want to do Trans Allegheny, just get 10 people. Then
Yeah.
just let them know. Then your 10 will be together on each floor, and that's it. There'll be no one else.
Mhm.
That's the way to do it. So, and I'm pretty sure you can get 10 people to go to Trans-Allegheny. It's not
Oh,
that hard.
yeah, I think I could easily pick up 10 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get 12 because then 2 people are going to be mad because they'll be with someone else. So, yeah, my camera's all the way up here, so I'm like looking
Okay,
at the
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
looking
was
at the
looking at
screen.
yeah, I was looking at yours, I'm like, "Your camera isn't even moving," and mine's,
No,
like, all over the place.
it's on a stand, and
Oh,
it,
okay.
I
Which
got like
mine's my iPad, so you wouldn't think that it would be
moving. Maybe it's
yeah.
moving with you. Again, I had a question, forgot. I gotta sleep before I do these.
Or write them down.
Right now, I try to do unscript. I don't like. I tried
Yeah.
script. I tried script before, and just it
You
doesn't
know,
work
always
out.
go with what you
Yeah,
got on there.
I looked at your whole profile, Facebook page, and like if you went to some cool places, I write those down because
Mhm.
obviously you want to go. But let's go back to the dolls real quick. Do you have any like you gonna buy any more, or it's just one of those things that you see it and
So, I kinda like to do it at a slower pace. Cause if I, I'll scroll on there every once in a while, and if I just don't see anything, then I'm not like, "Oh, I, have to have it," you know?
yeah,
Then I'm not going to. Especially because sometimes you gotta watch out because some of them will be overpriced for what you're getting.
yeah.
Like, and that's where you gotta be careful on it because, I mean, if you're not super drawn to that spirit, don't spend that money.
Is it like a website you go to?
So I either do eBay or Etsy.
Okay,
Sometimes you can go into antique stores and you might get lucky. That personally makes me nervous because you never know what other mixed energy will be off of that doll or that item specifically.
yeah.
So you never know what you're gonna get, whereas when you're online, you're seeing that singular doll or object right there on its own page. So you're not looking at other stuff and getting confused if it's the doll next to it or that one.
So I said I'm new to all this. So if you're looking like even on a screen, you can still get that feeling.
Um, so sometimes yes, and sometimes it might take me a few times to have to go back to it. And you'll know automatically if you feel drawn to it or not. And because the way to know if you're feeling drawn to it is to go on there. Yes, you can read the description and kind of go a little bit based off of it, but I wouldn't go fully based off the description. I would go if you feel like you like the energy, you keep pulling back to it, you keep going back to it. I like some of them that I like, I will actually put it in my favorites. And then if I keep going back to it, if I keep trying to find that doll in particular and keep going back to it, then that means that you're interested in that spirit. It's basically either that spirit calling out for you or you are intrigued by that one.
That's interesting. I mean, I, you got the feeling, so I mean,
Yeah.
I don't look at
but
haunted dolls too much, so
but I think there's even people that I know that like in my friend group, like one of them didn't even know that how to look for them. But then recently she started texting me and saying, "These are the ones that I keep going back to." And I'm like, "Then you're drawn to them."
okay.
And then narrow it down, you know? You narrow it down to those, and then you see which one you kind of just keep taking out and putting back in, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Uh,
weird to explain about it, but that's like the best way that I know how to.
no, you're drawn to the
Yeah.
spirit. I mean, it's
Yeah.
favorite places we've been to. That's what LM just asked. Um, you had 2 places, right? Mine's Trans-Allegheny. I mean, I
I
know.
actually changed it to that one, which would be MSP, which they have been to also.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty sure they've been to it.
Yeah, mine's Trans-Allegheny. I know. I mean, I looked at running it out myself too, and you can do,
Mhm.
30 person. renting it out. It's expensive.
Yeah.
You're talking around $200 a person, but you get 9 acres of flooring for 30.
Yeah, you gotta think about what's there and all that when
Yeah,
you
I mean, it would be cool to do one time. But again, if you just buy tickets, it's not a bad experience there
Mhm.
either. Um, but if you do get the Transat game, do it.
Yeah.
Um, Up by me, we got Madison Seminary. That's pretty popular now in the paranormal world.
Mhm.
I think, what's her name? I don't want to mispronounce. Uh, from Oklahoma, is it Spooky Ookie or Spooky
Oh, yeah, Spooky Okie.
Okie? Yeah,
Yeah.
she's actually, I think, at Madison tonight
Oh, okay. I'm
or
not on
tomorrow.
her page, so I don't know where she goes.
Yeah, it's she goes. I don't know. She posted she's on way to Madison Seminary, so
Mhm.
I don't know. She seems to go a lot of places. Um, like paranormal is like Emily. Is it Emily Paranormal from the UK?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think it's Paranormal Emily. I follow her.
yeah, she's awesome to watch.
Yeah. I started engaging a little bit with her back and forth recently,
I
so I
I
think she does.
emailed her yesterday because I'm like, you're living people's dreams.
Yeah, yeah, she is.
Like you are definitely living people's
Yeah.
dreams. I mean, if
I like watching her investigations, especially when she goes on lives and stuff. I
yeah, I
try and
mean,
watch.
people that bash people, there it's jealousy. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Um,
there's times that I have been, and I'm like, I've only either met you once or I don't even know you at all.
yeah, I
So,
mean, like with that Emily, it's like she's out like every day.
yeah, it's crazy. That's what I wish I could be doing, is out every day.
Yeah, and like that's what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you're in this field, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I
And
was
she
gonna say, I don't think that you'd be a true investigator if you didn't wish that you would be out there
no,
all the time.
and she does it right. Like people,
Yeah,
yeah, we talk about money. People are like, I can only do 2 investigations a year. But I mean, she's in the UK. It's different. A lot of history out there. You can go to a lot of
right.
different places. Um, but there's places around you that you can investigate too without
Yeah.
going. Like you said, cemeteries. I mean, there's native burial grounds around me.
Yeah, that's what we have here where I'm
So
at.
who's messaging me? Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, yeah, it's fine. Um, but no, like I always tell people, just go investigate anywhere. You never know.
Mhm.
So, Patriot Paranormal. Hey, MT.
Hi.
I think I can get this on the screen. I don't know. Let me see.
I
Limit it.
see something where it says chat with everyone in studio. Is that what I click on?
Yeah, you can try it.
I'm just afraid I don't want it to like knock me off or anything if it.
I have no idea what this just did. So show comments on stage. Like,
Oh, okay, that's just for me to to chat
uh,
back. Let
I'll make
me.
that off. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay, no. Okay, I figured it out.
Okay.
I found
I mean,
it.
we're almost done anyway. So
Okay.
an hour, 18 minutes after we figured the mic out thing.
Yeah, I know. That was
That was all
very
me. That was all me.
okay. I was like, I didn't know if it was my spirits or not because they like to mess with like lights and stuff. So,
No, that's all my fault. So we got it going. Then. I mean, again, I mean, this was educational for me. I mean,
hmm
with your dolls or haunted dolls, get that right. I mean,
I mean, you can say whatever you feel. I mean, people have different beliefs, so I never correct anybody because I'm not gonna say, "Oh, your belief is different," you know.
no, I mean that's this field is great but terrible. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not a big believer in crystals, sage, and all that stuff. And I've argued that I'm not a believer, and
Yeah, and
people,
that's the only way it'll work is you gotta use your own belief, and if you
and
believe it
you know,
work, it might work, you know.
and my belief is faith, then they think I'm crazy. Like, you know,
I always tell people as a paranormal investigator, we are gonna be the most like there's not gonna be one of us that doesn't believe, in that kind of stuff.
You gotta
'Cause
believe in something. I mean,
yeah, yeah, like if you want to be protected, you're gonna have to believe in like God and all that, because
yeah,
that's what's gonna protect you,
yeah. I mean, a lot of people believe like the crystals and sage protects them, and
Yeah, I mean it
I'm
can
not.
have,
I'm not knocking them. That's their belief.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not knocking them. If that's what you want to believe in, I'm fine with that. If that could
yeah.
work, you know. And there's always a little argument about it. I'm like, it's not arguing. It's just I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
and you gotta be careful because there's some people that will sell like fake ones, and if you try and use it and it doesn't work, like that kind of sucks for that person trying it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Actually, someone actually gave me crystals, and I actually took them. They were sitting on my dresser over there. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah. So I don't
I
know. I
have
don't.
like some of them send them with the dolls, and some I've just had from before,
No.
but
But I mean, it's. I don't carry them around. There. I
no,
mean,
I always leave them home.
but I mean, people want to talk about them and what they do and the different ones. It's educational to me. I'm all for it. So
Yeah,
I mean, I love this stuff. I, you have to.
yeah.
Alan, you talking to me or MT or what's your go-to method for investigating?
Like what do I start out? Like what to start out with,
I don't know,
or
go-to
just in general?
like equipment or
Because
so. I mean,
I could talk about that for a
both of you.
while, but if you want
Uh,
a short answer, I need a little bit more specific.
well, I'll start with my group. So when we go to any place, I'll send someone solo in there. It's usually me. Now some other people from my group are doing it. And it's really not to investigate, it's just to walk around, get the feeling of the building.
Mhm.
And I always tell people like, because I mean, we're all investigators. You go buy a room, you get that bad feeling.
Right.
Stop, look into it. Remember where that room is. We'll go investigate that room. And that has worked, I think, every time. We've always got something in there.
Mhm.
And now I'm sending one person in. They don't say anything. Then I'll send another person in. And probably 80% of the time, they get the same rooms.
Right.
And that's how we start our investigations.
Um, there's times like whenever I do kind of like you said, sometimes even when you get a tour, you can do it that way also. Sometimes I go like based on if we do get the tour, I guess it's kind of the same way. I like to go off of what you kind of felt had the most energy and then go from there.
Yeah.
Or I've been on some where like this is the least one that I like. Like people would hear about, oh, we get so much in this room, and then when you get there and you go in that room, nothing happens.
I don't do tours.
But I'm starting to be like to where I kind of don't want to do tours either, but I like them because you might get a little bit of different history than what you've been told by someone else.
Yeah. So I mean,
But
this is my philosophy. Some people do argue it. When I went to Bill Manor, I was talking to the owner, and I said the same thing to him. He's like, "Do you want a tour in history?" I said, "No." When I go to a new place, I don't do the history of it. I don't do a
mhm,
tour of it unless I am helping a family out. Then I want to know the history of that property.
right.
But if it's for just investigating purposes and like a semi-famous or popular place, you want to call it, I don't want to
Mhm,
be. I don't want to be influenced.
right.
So, and I told the owner of Bill Manor, he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah," because if I go in there and I get stuff, now you're running it out a second time because I'm coming
Yeah.
back. Now I'm coming back. Now after the first time, then I'll start digging into the history with
Yeah,
the evidence I got.
I've seen where more people do that, and I feel like you're probably like influenced to get more because they know that you don't know the history, so they're gonna be like wanting to show up more and tell you.
Yeah, a lot of people. There's a lot of
That's
names out there.
yeah.
So like you hear Billy, you're gonna go in there and ask for Billy, and
Yeah, me and my friend that is my medium, she was saying the other day, she was explaining this about like haunted dolls too. You're gonna go in a room, there's gonna be a doll there or whatever, and you're gonna say, "Oh, is so and so here?" And obviously they're gonna say yes, but that may not be their name.
Yeah.
But they want that attention.
And so that's how the stories start.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I've done Mass in seminary 12 times in the last 15 years, and the stories have changed 3 or 4
Yeah.
times. And
Yeah.
uh, I'm we keep going back because we're trying to get the story straight.
And then I see she said equipment too on
Yeah,
that one.
mine's a recorder, low digital recorder. That's my go-to.
I like to start out light, ones that take less energy. Maybe like mag light or something easy. Like you said, a recorder. I like to start off light and then work up to like the REM pod.
Yeah, usually I throw a REM pod down the hallway or something
Yeah.
just to have it down there because I paid for it, so I might as well use it.
Yeah, I always like to put it like in a hallway by the staircase
Yeah.
and doorway.
But but my go-to is just a recorder, and
Mhm.
that kind of stinks because you don't know till a week later.
Yeah, and
But
it could always sound different too.
yeah. Residential cases, not really. I'm trying, you know, I've talked to a few people that have had issues and try to work them through it. I am not a like. I always tell everybody I will come in and let
Mm.
you know what I think. If it's bad, I will get someone that knows how to deal with it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I've actually been having a lot more people message me from my hometown, and because I'm solo, I have nobody with me. I like to say I like to get to know what the vibe of the house is like because it's always going to be different. It's always a different energy compared to places that we always go to. So, like, I had one friend message me and it sounded like it wasn't good, and that would not be something that I would want to jump into alone
No,
and not knowing how to handle that spirit specifically.
I mean that's. I always tell people I'm not like. If you want me to come in and say yes, something's here. It's kind of
Yeah.
bad. It's kind of bad. I won't tell them that exactly because I don't want to scare them, but I will.
Yeah,
I will find. I know people. I will find people that can help you.
yeah. And I always tell them, I'm like, and if I do end up going in and I do talk to them, I get something out of them, it will amp them up for the next few weeks or
Yeah,
month or whatever. I'm like, it will amp them up. So if it's already bad, like you say now that you're afraid of it, imagine what it's going to be like after I talk to them
yeah.
and not have anybody come in there right away.
Right. I think that's something you just take back. Say, I got to review some evidence and
Yeah,
find someone and go back and talk to them. So,
yeah.
but
So me personally, like there might be some like where if it sounds like it's like not really anything, like say like someone that used to live there,
yeah,
or something like that, then I might. But personally, I just like to get like, stuff that would help them more like calm it down rather than,
yeah.
amp it up.
I had one when I was years ago that it's a friend of a friend, and they said a ball kept moving toward their kid, and they got
Mhm.
scared. And I'm like, it's probably just a kid spirit that wants to play. I mean, I don't know. I'm not there, and
Yeah.
I'm like, push the ball back, like play. I mean,
Yeah, and then also like I don't want that on me. Like if the residents do turn on me and say, "Oh, you made this worse." You don't know what they're gonna do
no,
if like something bad happens to them after you're there.
yeah, no.
I also wouldn't want that on me.
How do you protect yourself before an investigation? Um, I, I, I can't say I don't. I mean, but I have my faith. I mean, I don't say prayer or anything before an investigation. I just always have my faith, and wherever I walk into, I know I'm protected.
That's kind of how I am, but if I feel like there is something there with me, because like, see, like I didn't do that when I went to Long Beach, and then something followed me back home when I went over there. So now I'm starting to kind of say, you have to stay here. You can't follow me. Because I didn't do any of that there. I was like, I'm not doing an investigation. Nothing's going to follow me.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was so completely wrong. And like, I mean, it's not like a bad spirit, thankfully.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
he's cool. I know his name and I got information on him and stuff like that. So, I told him that as long as he's not a bad spirit, I told him he could stay because I'm like, I can't take you back. How am I gonna take you back,
yeah.
to California? But I mean, I feel like as long as you, like you said, you have your own faith and what you believe in, and some people pray before, and some people, all it takes for them is saying for the spirits to stay there and not follow them. They're not allowed to. And you could also say that during investigations as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Because
nothing wrong with it.
yeah, because there's times when I say, when I will be on like either S's or spirit box, and they'll go like follow you. That's when you will go, you're not allowed to follow me if that's your meaning.
Yeah. What else?
But a lot of times they don't listen, so.
So how crazy would people? I'm trying to think of how to word this. How crazy would it look if he had an attachment and he called an Uber and just opened the door, say get in, and told the Uber driver to drive to the place?
Oh my gosh, if I would have known that there was someone following me whenever I did like Ubers and stuff, I probably would have done it. If I would have known, like whenever I left, I probably would have been like, "Come on, dude, we're going back home,"
What
just to see their faces, because I'm never gonna see them again. So like, if it was something like that, like I feel like I probably would do something like that.
there was one thing I heard, which I never heard of before, is put a safety pin on your seat, like your passenger seat if you're driving solo. Put the seatbelt over, put a safety pin on it,
Hmm.
and then when you're driving, throw the safety pin out. Don't ask me. Like I just heard of it. I don't know if anybody else has ever heard of that.
No, I haven't, but that's actually really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Like Mangel says holy water, rosary, and a cross and iron. Yeah. Project the spirit
Yeah,
talk.
I actually had a personal experience with a bad energy, and I had a silver cross, and that had helped. But like you said, like, and with the holy water also, you gotta have your own belief, because if you don't have that belief with that specific thing as protection, it's not gonna work.
No, I mean if you just buying holy water because you
Yeah.
heard it works and you don't have the belief in it, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's just gonna be regular water to you.
Yeah. Spirit Talker phone app or devices. I gotta get the Spirit Talker phone app. I gotta try it out. I'm not huge on apps, but I know a
I
lot of
really
people.
don't I really don't like them. I mean, I don't, if I do use them, I meant to say this earlier, but like I said, sometimes I think about it later on. That's why I like repeating questions sometimes, because
Oh,
you
that's fine.
think of other answers. But you kind of got to have other equipment also. Like,
Yeah.
say, can you set this off when something is correct on it or something like that, and they set it off when a word pops up.
No.
Like,
I, I, I want to
you
try
got,
it.
yeah, you gotta have, like, I feel like you gotta have double confirmation, and you gotta know the backstory behind the place. Because if you go in and you don't know the backstory, like if you do it like you do when you go on investigations and you use it, it's probably gonna freak you out a little bit.
I'm fine with freaking out. That's
Yeah, I mean, people that aren't used to it, it's probably gonna freak them
fine.
out a little bit.
Spirit boxes, I do like. I use the Spirit box a lot.
I do like Spirit Box. I'd
It's
rather
been
have that.
it's been quiet the last couple of investigations.
Has it?
I don't. It's something changed with the same Spirit box, but it's kind
But
of like
it could be like what you said earlier, like they're getting used to you, so maybe they don't want to do as much, because a lot of spirits like this like to scare people.
it's different places though.
Oh, is it? Huh.
And like Bel Air House is a very dark house in Bel Air,
Mhm.
Ohio. We've had some pretty, I don't want to say traumatic, but close to traumatic experiences down there. And I don't want to go into it too much, but I was using a spirit box in the basement
Mm.
the second time we went there, and I was not, it's on my YouTube, and nothing was really happening that night. So me being me, and it's supposed to be, they call it demonic. I don't think it's demonic. I think it's just an angry spirit.
Yeah.
I put a mirror up and I stared in the mirror, and some stuff came over the spirit box. Ever since then, like
Hmm.
I barely get a word in like 3 investigations.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so
I wonder, like, if you do it again, if it'll like put it back in reverse.
maybe I don't know. We'll have to go down and find out. Um, I think Project, are you coming on the podcast? I think you are.
See, like,
Okay.
I'm not moving, and like camera moves.
Is this the same? I got L&M Paranormal. Is that the same as Project L&M?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. I
Well, we'll find out.
think I can't remember if they switched it recently or if it just depends on what
I just have it
is.
on my calendar. I'm pretty sure that's coming on. So I don't want to ask them too many questions because they'll be on. But no, I mean, I appreciate you coming on. I was going to try to keep this down a little lower, but it happens every time. We just keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to get to know you. Everybody else got that. I mean, everybody that was on knew you anyways.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Which made it a little easier answering questions too, I feel
Yeah, I
like.
mean, but they had some good questions for you too. So,
Yeah.
all right, Rich Manj. I was going to
And
ask this
I
Ouija
say no
board.
to, yeah, I say no. I
Why?
am completely against it.
See, I'm, I am, but I have the same as like dowsing rods.
Yeah.
Too
The
much.
only reason why I don't is because, like I said, I'm more sensitive.
I think there's too much human interference with anything that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So like
that's what scares me about
yeah, if
more.
I feel too much energy, like I kind of get like nauseous and, you know.
I mean, I'm going to Grand Midview in September with Verona Ghost Chasers, and they have the world's
Mhm.
largest Ouija board on the roof. So, I mean, I'm gonna
I
definitely try it out.
I think yeah, I think that if I ever had the chance to do it, I would do something like that. Like at Old Park Hotel, they have a table that's a Ouija board, and you can do the Ouija board on the table. And like I've heard people say that they felt something crawling underneath them, like over their feet and stuff, and I'm like, that sounds intriguing. So,
It's intriguing, but
I would
it's your mind
yeah,
playing with
so
you.
yeah, and that's what I mean, I've heard different people say different things, and a lot of them do make sense, but and then it kind of goes back again, like you're you're taught to be afraid of it also
Yes,
in the movies that are shown and stuff like that. So is it like more like that, or like is it actually true? You just never know.
like the paranormal. We will
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, everything is so unknown, like it just I don't know, it's an interesting topic to like you could go on about a Ouija board forever.
Yeah, but we're not going to because
Yeah. I don't think I
they sell them
personally
at
would.
Five Below. I mean, let's
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
honest.
I saw that. My one of my friends got one from there. And she's like, "I got it because it was I think they're like pink or something like that."
I don't know. I haven't saw.
She's like, "I got it because it looked pretty."
Oh, that's nice.
I'm like, "That's a perfect reason to get
No,
one."
no demon comes out of it. But, no. Again, so I mean, what else? You have Facebook, MT Paranormal.
I have Facebook, I have TikTok. I have Instagram, but I'm not really on it as much.
Yeah,
I just feel like there's not very many people that view Instagram anymore. Like I'll occasionally try and like keep up with it and still post it on there, but I just don't know. I There's just not very many
not
like
much traction.
interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so follow MT Paranormal on all of our social media, TikTok and Facebook. Just hit 1,000 followers, so get her up a little farther. She'll pass me in a little bit, so yeah, that's fine. You do lives. I'm good with that.
Hey,
Uh,
like you said, I got there, you will too.
yeah. Well, I'm like, well, that's I just created this podcast channel,
Mhm.
which we're on my group's podcast or my group's Facebook page, and I think it's like 13 something. I don't even know what it's 13
Yeah.
something. My other one's like 103, like, whatever, but it's cool. I
I
don't care.
always feel like between like 200 and 300 is like the hardest spot to try and bump yourself up there.
I was like at 80 for so long. Then I think it
Yeah.
was Dark Seed Paranormal put it out there, and I bumped up to like 800 like in 4 days.
Yeah, it's crazy how one person can just like bump it
Mhm.
up. Like I started mine back in September or August or September, and I just now got to 1K. So
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna get your stuff out there. I mean, I'm hoping my other channel gets up there. Not for me. I just want to
mhm.
get everybody that's on this show out there. I
Right.
mean, again, that's why I'm doing this show. Get
Well, I
people
know
to,
y'all appreciate it.
yeah, get people to know you. And I learned a lot tonight. I mean, I'm interested. If I ever get down to Oklahoma, I'll look you up.
Yeah, if you're either Oklahoma, Texas, like I said, I go
Yeah.
to Kansas and Missouri
I mean, I won't
sometimes.
look. I will message you. I just won't show up
Yeah.
to your doorstep. Probably, but no. I mean, yeah, maybe we'll try to get the Trans Allegheny sometime. So,
Yeah.
uh, but again, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. And any new breaks in the doll world? Get some new cool stuff out, or start taking them on investigations.
Yeah, I'm ready to. I kind of want to go back and forth, like taking them and not taking them to kind of see if it makes any difference or.
I think it will. I mean, but I still got to be careful.
Yeah,
Of which
because
one
it's
too.
hard because sometimes because they're out of their home,
Yeah.
they're going to be more active out of their home sometimes too.
Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, if you start doing that, start getting some good results, which I'll see. But like,
Hmm.
come back on,
Yeah, yeah, I
and
would definitely come back on here.
and I don't know who were we talking to earlier. I'm terrible with names, but
That you said it was going to come on here soon.
uh, there's a couple. I think L&M's coming on.
Hmm.
I started this, and I figured I'd have like 3 podcasts in August. I have like 10.
That's.
So it's
I know.
cool.
I saw that you were kind of almost like every other day you had one.
Yeah, I got one tomorrow. So yeah, everybody watching this now, tomorrow is Roger from Project Paranormal.
I thought that.
Potter,
Yeah, I was
Potter,
gonna say Potter Paranormal.
Potter
Yeah.
Paranormal. Uh, Angel, we don't talk about Annabelle. That was that's old news now, man. Come on.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Potter Paranormal. Yeah, they're a project.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I just started recently following them, and he's
Yeah,
got a really good page going too.
yeah, he's me and him. We're gonna duke it out tomorrow because he's a Michigan guy. I'm a Ohio guy, so he thinks we're gonna fight or something on here. I don't know. No, but he's a real good guy. It seems like I'm trying to get with him to go to the Monroe Demon House in Indiana.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want me and him to go, and let's have a good
I think
time down there.
I think that that would be interesting energies
Yeah,
out there.
but he's empath too, and I'm not, but empath and sensitive. So, and he's working on all that stuff.
Yeah.
So to have us, and he's looks like a dude that's not scared of anything either. So
Yeah, he does he look like he just walk into anything and
yeah, and I think me and him
yeah.
do an investigation together, and it's supposedly a demon house, which I really don't think it is because demons are 0.0001%.
Yeah.
Um, I think that'll be fun. So yeah, if you stay tuned tomorrow, I mean, it should
Yeah,
be.
I'll definitely go on tomorrow whenever you do
Yeah,
one with them.
yeah. I think his is at 6 p.m.
6.
tomorrow. Yeah, so
My
it'll
time or
be
your time?
my time. So it'll be 5 for you, I think.
5, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was doing that UK. Like we're trying to figure out times. I'm like, what time is
Yeah.
it? What time is it there? Like,
Yeah, that's when you said, like, when you were giving me times, I was like, wait, so if that's this time, I'm like, it might work for me, but like I'm like, does it work for you? So that's why I was like asking about times and stuff because I was like, I got to think about that sometimes because even when I do lives, I have people say, "Oh, well, I'm from this time. I can't get on it then," you know. So
Yeah, I think UK's 5 hours ahead of us. So
is it 5?
yeah.
That's crazy.
So, but again, I'm sure we'll talk again
For
sometime
sure.
soon. I appreciate it. We're gonna cut this hour 45 minutes longer than I expected, but that's fine. But again, they'll be on my YouTube coming up tomorrow.
All
So
right.
that's how I end this. I don't
All
have an answer.
right. Well, thank you.
Hi, Manjal, thank you. You're a Catholic. I know that. Bye.
Bye.